What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Dev, back again for another first listen. Nigga, please ain't. Today we got new music from Young Sasuke himself. Y'all know why I call him Young Sasuke? Just look at the comments below, man. My homies down there let y'all know why I call him Young Sasuke, Mr. Amaterasu himself. The album Everybody is finally here. I know for the most part it's 13 tracks. I said I liked it, that it was, you know, less than 15. Y'all know how I feel about them short albums. I feel like they get straight to the point. They're very precise on the topic. You know, I listened to 3 tracks already. You know, when it comes to Logic, I can't really wait for. You know, I just get right on it. A lot of y'all know, man, Rat Pack been here. We've been here since the Incredible True Story. So, hey, man, I'm excited, man. Look, I know I did last review I did. It was Kendrick's, and I was drunk. So this time I decided, you know, no hype. You know, no overhype, no underhype, you know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna keep it right in the middle, you know. Just gonna go in here unexpected, open to it. I'm gonna act like it's not even Logic, like there ain't no Rat Pack. I'm just gonna be like, alright. But he's still Young Sasuke, y'all feel me? He's still Young Sasuke. Hey, y'all peep the new light though. Nigga looking, nigga looking extra crisp, bro. God damn, nigga. What? Hey. Anyways, like always, been fucking talking too much. Let's get right into this. We got Logic, Everybody. Pause. We got Young Sasuke, Everybody. Y'all ready? Alright, man, we got track 1. Hallelujah. Oh, Shamananaya, Shamananaya. Alright, let's see what this gonna sound like, man. 7 minutes though, god damn. Okay. Hey.
Wait, what? Where am I?
The space between spaces, beyond time and existential intelligence.
Fuck all the hippie shit. Where am I? Is this heaven?
No.
Well, I don't see no pitchforks, little red people running around. It ain't too hot up here, so I'm guessing this is
It ain't too hot up here. Alright, so my opinions on that track, man. I wasn't really feeling it at first. I could see what he was doing there, you know, bringing the concept to the album, introducing it and whatnot, but as a track, I wasn't really feeling it. The story at the end, I feel like, you know, it was 7 minutes long. I see why it was 7 minutes long. 3 minutes of the track was more of the storytelling. A guy died, and apparently he's not in hell, he's not in heaven. He's more in that, you know, that waiting room. I don't know what it really is. I'm not really that religious, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. But apparently he's in that waiting, you know, when you wait and see if you can go to hell or not. And I'm guessing from that point on now, you're gonna see everything he's missed out on and whatnot, and he's gonna see a perspective from everybody, maybe. That's how I interpret it. I mean, let me know how y'all interpret the comments below. But as a track, though, I wasn't really feeling that intro. I mean, maybe it'll grow on me, but for the first listen, I wasn't really feeling that one. Track 2, obviously, Everybody. I'm gonna put the video in the comments below, and y'all can check that below, and you know, just a quick review, man. I liked it. I like what he did right there. You know, talking about his race and talking about the culture thing and whatnot, and like I said, I hope that whole album wasn't really about that. You know, looking at the track list right now, I can see that it's not really all about that. There's some definitely some tracks on here with interesting titles. I'm just like, okay, you know, might be something different. So, but that Everybody track, you know, bringing up his whole race thing, everybody's people, you know, everybody's, you know, human and stuff like that. So I can see where he was coming from with that. Like I said, Logic is a hybrid. I already said it about 1 million times. Hybrid. He's a hybrid. All right. Track 3, Confess, featuring Killer Mike.
And too scared to die.
It sounds like that one track that y'all know what I'm talking about, man. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You know that little feel. You feel me? I'm gonna make it rain like a rubber band. Oh girl, shoulda got a better man. And got looking good on my letter man. I could rearrange my heart to beat. Ooh. Okay, you're right. Hey, like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? Bringing it here, you know, that was the third track. Okay, like, I fucks with that.
Diamonds in the ocean and
The man in the mirror is getting clearer that society was designed to keep me on the bottom. So if you're real,
Killer Mike always bringing the truth, man. All right, look, you know, I'm gonna keep it surreal. I'm gonna keep it as honest with y'all, as I do as always. You know, I never lie to y'all. That track right there, I wasn't really feeling the Forever 21 beat. Like, I'm gonna let y'all know right now. Like, there's a time and place for all that stuff to listen. And then, you know, like I said, you know, sometimes I be in the car. I don't know what the song's called, man, but you know, like, y'all know that Forever 21 feel right there. I just don't feel like, you know, he should have used that instrumental there. I mean, everything he was saying was real. I like what he's saying, you know, bringing back remnants of his previous album, like Whoa in there, you know what I'm saying? I think like Whoa was like Whoa track 3 or track 4, cause take off. So yeah, I think like Whoa was track 3 as well. It might have been track 4. Don't quote me on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I'm not super hard with it. I remember all the tracks. I just don't remember the track list, how in order where it go. But I feel like you know him bringing that remnant. I was like, that was cool. That was a cool point he brought out. Killer Preacher Mike at the end. You know, speaking about looking in the mirror and you know black, you know, social issues. We all know that Killer Mike a social warrior out here. So I like what he did right there. I'm just saying I didn't agree with the beat. I just didn't agree with the instrumental. I didn't like what he did there. So that's just my opinion right there. Hey, y'all can take how it is. Y'all know I fuck with Logic, but I'm gonna tell you when I hate something or I dislike something, and that right there, I just like the instrumental. That's all. What he was saying was real. The instrumental though, just didn't go with it. Track 4, Killing Spree, featuring Ansel Elgort. Elgort.
ass, titties, pussy, money, weed. Everywhere I look, a killing spree. All the things they wanted me to be is all the things that I turned out to be. Ass, titties that I like. Ass, titties, pussy, money, weed. Everywhere I look, a killing spree. All the things they wanted me to be is all the black. Blame it on the white, blame it on the gun, blame it on the Muslim. Everybody wanna blame him, blame her, just blame it on the motherfucking killing everyone. I wish I had bitches. I wish I had motivation to get money. Ain't it funny? My rainy day would be sunny if I.
But you can't have bitches, bro, because you're married. But I like that. I fuck with that. Hey, man. That's true, though. That's true. I always say this, like, I know, here go the rant right here. I always say that, that line right there where he said, everybody living life through a cell phone screen. It's true, though. I mean, we live in an age now where, technology, baby booming technology right now, and that's how everybody grows up. You learn how to use a cell phone at the age of 3. Like, you know what I'm saying? My 4-year-old cousin knows how to use a cell phone and gets to apps and stuff like that. It's crazy how social media has taken over the world. And I always knew that the internet was going to, be a major impact in the world at some point, but I didn't think it was going to be this crazy. I mean, when I was younger, I used to I used to beg my parents to go outside to play basketball from 9 a.m. to 8:30 p.m. because, we had to be inside before the street lights. Now, your parents want to kick you out the house, but hey, go outside and play because everybody just want to nah, I'm just going to stay on there. Look, the most I had when I was young with like cell phones or like internet, I had the AOL package. Used to pick that bitch up from everybody's front porch to get the free 30 days, go home, put that bitch in with the dial-up. Nobody used to be on the phone. Get on AIM, be on AIM for about 45 minutes to an hour. That's how much AIM time I had. But hey, AIM was the shit. You sit there, you know what I'm saying? Like, that shit was fine to me. So I'm just saying, like, I feel like he's saying that. I feel what he's saying right there. Like, I like that line.
Nobody tell you how to do it right. Come away with me.
So my piece on that track, man, hey, first banger of the album. I feel like I like that one. That was a banger right there. I like what he said. The message was there. I feel like that was more. A lot of people might think that's corny, but I feel like, man, that wasn't really corny to me. Like, I mean, there was some hints of like corny in some of the lines there. I could have pointed out 3 lines to you where it sounded like it was like, okay, why did he say that? But for the most part, I like that track. I like where the beat was going. I like what he was saying in there. If there's one thing Logic always going to deliver to us, he's always going to bring a topic. He always gonna have, you know, he's always gonna have some sort of message in his song. So I mean, we gonna get that from Logic. The only thing we gotta worry about from Logic is, are we gonna get a great track? You know what I'm saying? Are we gonna get something that's gonna be replay value? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I feel like. That's the only problem with Logic at times. Track 5, Take It Back. Okay, I see. So he transitioned track 4 to track 5. Okay, so it's like leading there. Okay.
Back to the way back to the first black man. Long ago before the white man compared to black man with a gun in his hand.
Hey.
I am, but I am not. You ain't black. You a motherfucking white boy. White boy. Now I'm doing right boy. High boy. Man, what is the high boy?
Ooh.
What's about being black? Being skin too white. Nigga, fuck that.
Ooh.
Think about it, it's moving fast. I need to slow down. Come and see me when I am a young town. Practice what we preach before it go down. Practice what we preach before.
Hey, see, like what I'm saying right here, I always say, some people don't like it, like when Logic talk about the whole white-black thing. I already said, my dude's a hybrid. Y'all gotta accept that shit. Look, my dude black, my dude white, can't help what he is. He was born like that. Fuck it. Accept it. I accepted it. Why can't y'all? I just don't understand, like, tracks like this right here, like, this nigga going in, but it still sound good. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's still, he ripping, he doing, like, I feel like it's like old pre-Logic, you know, back in the day Logic. And he's just implementing like the race thing, but he's at the same time he's spitting. You feel me? Like, he's spitting.
They get the gap for show, but when I have to get the gas, get the gas, deep.
Ooh.
Deep down inside of me, but I try to be. I just want to spread the message of equality. And yes, I got to get the gap for show. Will I have to get the gas? No. Yes, I got to get the gap for show, but will I have to get the gas, get the gas?
Hey, what fucks with that? Get the gas, get the gas.
Positivity, all you ever wanted to do was entertain. And how in the fuck is you gonna have all these black babies with black men, but you racist? Like, this that don't make sense, but it is what it is.
That's true.
They're calling him a nigger. The kids in school.
Oh, Shama the Night, that nigga said and he hit the hard R on him. Goddamn. Boy, they about to, man, look, I'm just letting y'all know he is black, so he can say that, alright? Just letting y'all know he is black, he can say that.
What they say? Say you wouldn't be shit. You ain't gonna be nothing.
Even though we're all born and created equal, we're not treated equally. There's extremists on every side. Other people believe whatever they want to believe.
I believe with that, you know. First, let me just get, you know, the message at the end where he was getting at. I do feel like that, like what he just said right there. It's true. Like, at the end of the day, man, look, it's gonna be, racism never gonna go away. Like, y'all gotta accept that. Look, racism never going away. Look, I love white people. All right, I got a lot of white friends. You know, they got boats and shit. We fish. You know, I got a lot of white homegirls. And I love white girls, alright? I love white girls. Write that down. I don't look like Kyrie Irving for no goddamn reason, but I love me some bunnies, you know? So, but I'm just saying though, man, like, it's gonna be racism in this world. You gotta accept that. As long as nobody ain't hurting nobody, I do feel like that. I mean, you just gotta live with it. You gotta live your life, and you gotta understand that that's just how it is. Some people are more extreme than others. You just gotta, like, you gotta learn how to push that away and live your life and to the fullest and just enjoy, like, and try your hardest in life to make an impact. You know what I'm saying? If you have a voice, then make an impact and try to sway the next generation coming up. You know, maybe one day racism will just cease to a level where you know, it's just minimum, not really anything crazy, but for the time being, racism hasn't gone anywhere. It's been here the whole time. Just because we haven't had social media back in the day doesn't mean it's more involved in the world today. Like, racism has been around for the last century, 2 centuries, 3 centuries, 4 centuries. I don't think it's ever gonna go away. Like, it's just, I mean, now a lot of people just really hushing their mouth, but, you know, still racist inside. I mean, it is what it is. But for me, as the track as a whole, I liked it, man. At the beginning, I liked it. I was like, yo, this is the best track on here so far. He going in that bitch, he ripping it. I feel like this old Logic-esque here, and he's, you know, he's doing his thing. And then he just started talking throughout the whole track. I'm like, damn, is he really? He could have did like a skit or something, you know what I'm saying? Like, could have split it up to a skit, but he really had a 4-minute track of just talking. Like, damn, that's kind of crazy. Like, I mean, I don't think that was necessary. I would have felt like I would have liked the track more, but like I said, man, I can see where his message is coming from, man. But I just feel like he's coming at the wrong way so far with these first 5 tracks. I don't know, man. Like, let me know if y'all feel the same way. I know a lot of people are liking it, right? You know, I'm getting a lot of feedback on Twitter. Y'all, the Rat Pack, let me know that y'all feeling it. I just feel like it's the first 5 tracks is doing something a little different for me. Also, this is my first listen so far, so I can't really, you know, speak on it too much. But I'm just saying, from a first listen, from a first take, it's just a little underwhelming for right now. Track 6, America, featuring Black Thought, Chuck D, and Big Limbo. This shit sound like Street of Rage, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know when the balls come. Doo, 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 doo. Hey. Was he throwing shots? No, don't do that. No. Yeah. What the fuck up and give the people what they want. It's all love, but the youth is confused. Your music is 2020, but the political views is blurred. I ain't trying to leave it loose, because honestly, ooh, okay, he is throwing shots, but he's showing respect at the same time. See, he's not shooting. I ain't saying he ain't shooting shots. He's just speaking on something and still showing his respect to his elders, to a legend. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta still show respect to a legend. You know, like, you gotta understand. Kanye is Kanye. Real shit, cause my nigga is a hybrid. Feel like I'm in the champagne room, you know? Ooh.
Send the flags back to Africa, to the wall for the Mexicans.
Okay, I'm fucking with this one. Alright, man, so my feeling that track, look, I ain't gonna lie, I'm not, at first I was not feeling that shit. Like, I was not feeling that shit. I was like, man, what is this shit? Like, this shit is another one of them motherfucking tracks where it's like your ass about to get party boyed and shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm sitting here like, what the fuck is this? And, nah, like, it came around, like, okay, then he started throwing shots. My bad, not shots. He started acknowledging, like, yo, Kanye, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, your music is not, like, what are you doing, bro? Like, you know, I look up to you, but, you know, I'm just letting you know, like, bro, you need to step it up. Like, I fucks with that line. I fucks with that. One really shooting shot was just making a statement. And then, like, the switch up, I like to switch up at the end. I'm like, okay, like, I'm listening to the lyrics. I'm like, all right, I fuck with it. Yeah, that, like I said, the track title was America. And he basically explained everything that's kind of like going around in America right now. You know, Trump shots, Bush shots. We know how it is right now, man. I ain't gonna speak on it. And then he also said in one line in there, he said, "I've never used my pigment to get where I am." That's true, man. Like, y'all understand, dude. My dude is a hybrid. A hybrid. You know what I'm saying? Like, you understand that. Like, that's just what it is, bro. Like, the dude is black, man. He's just a super light-skinned ass nigga, man. I just don't understand. Like, you know, man, I'm just saying, like, Logic just, you understand, Logic just wasn't hooping from 9 to 9, you know? Like, he was just a house nigga. That's just what happened to him. He was a house nigga, you know? Like, nah, I'm bullshitting, but I'm just saying, like, come on, man. Like, the man's black. It is what it is. Just deal with it. It's 2017. Track 7, Ink Blot, featuring Juicy J. On the track. Ooh. Ooh.
I'ma be real, I'm the rapper. I'ma be real, I'm that motherfucker making millions and I ain't no trapper.
Ooh, juicy.
The 45 and buck back. I've been chillin' on the truck back.
Ooh.
Yeah, I've been way back in the cut. Homie, I don't give a fuck. I'ma keep rapping up all of this shit that don't matter in me. Let's get this money.
Bro, is he really going toe to toe with Juicy? They just like they feeding off each other energy. I fucks with that.
Tell your bitch I said slop on my knob.
Caught on the car. For real though, man. Look, I do agree with him, man. Look, let me rephrase that. Chicks be on Snapchat, man. Chicks be on this musically shit. Chicks be on Instagram, and it's just like, I mean, I'm a victim to it too, man. I be scrolling and I be like, you know, I be hitting a couple of these, you know. Y'all seen that one Vine? You know, when a dude pull his phone out of the pocket. And then, you know, I ain't gonna lie, I be sitting there, I'll be like, oh yeah, you scrolling, and then you come back, you be like, you know, shaman and I been that been fine as hell. You know, you come back to it, but I do feel like, man, he's bringing up these internets and these social medias and whatnot. For the track there though, I like that, man. Look, Juicy, I'm a big fan of Juicy. Alright, I remember I used to always listen to Currency. Anytime Currency and Juicy J got in a track together, man, pure. I'm talking about pure. You know what I'm saying? It was always fire, and like right there, I like how they were just feeding off each other, man. Like right there at the beginning, I do say he let the instrumental carry on. He dragged on. It was a 2 minute 36 minute. It was 2 minute 36 minute. It was a 2 minute 36 track. And I felt like he let it drag on for like the first like 45 seconds of just instrumental. And I'm just sitting there like, come on, man, you know, start rapping. But I like when they started feeding off each other's energy, and they started rapping, you know, in that cadence. I liked it, man. I liked that right there. Like, that was some cool ass shit. Even though we only got like a minute of the track, really. But I wish that track was longer, in all honesty. That might be my second favorite. Just from the vibe I was getting from it. Track 8, most definitely.
My mind playing tricks on me like a get a boy. Feel like I need to murder him in the moment of the boy. If I put it in it, but it's somebody finna boy. Somebody finna boy. Listen, I don't wanna work a job, motherfucking 9 to 5. Every time I get a check, but I really get by. Get up, get up, get up, get up.
This that you know I've had a couple times where there was a lot of tracks where I'm just sitting there like, just not feeling it. That one right there, I just feel it was very generic. Wasn't anything like crazy. Sound like something that he would have put on like Young Sinatra. One of the Young Sinatra mixtapes is what this really sound like. Just really a generic track for me. Like, I just wasn't really feeling that one. Track 9, Waiting Room.
Waiting room, right? What are we waiting for?
Rebirth.
Rebirth? Like, let me get this straight. Every time I die, I come here, we talk, and you send me back to Earth to be reborn.
You know, the last time we had this conversation,
I wish it was like that.
Mandarin. Every life you live, you grow and mature and understand the grand meaning behind all of this just a little more each time.
Just me?
So like I said, man, that track right there, like I said at the beginning, yeah, basically he's in the waiting room, or that's what it's called, a waiting room. Not really called the waiting room, but just that path in life where you decide if you either go back to heaven, you go to hell, or you go to, you just reincarnated, or you rebirthed. You ever seen that one movie, H.E. Double Hockey Sticks? It used to be on Disney Channel. I know that's probably back in the day, you know, when they used to always have the movies on Disney Channel. But yeah, I remember he had H.E. Double Hockey Sticks, and you know he had to decide if he was gonna stay on Earth or he was gonna go to heaven or he was going to hell. You know, like, and you know that's what I feel like that's right there. Like, you just kind of reflect on your life. I feel like before you actually die, you like reflect on your life, and then you know you decide if you know it's your time. Then you choose to go to heaven or hell or whatever, whatnot, and that's when you die in the real world. Or you know you're in that waiting room and then you get saved by the doctors, and then you come back and boom, like given a second chance. So that's what I kind of think about it. Track 10 was that Suicide track. Probably one of the most powerful tracks on here. Definitely had me in my feelings right there. Put the review down below as well. Like I said, man, you know, Khalid with the vocals. I swear to God, everything Khalid jumps on is pure, man. It's pure. And then Alessia Cara did her thing as well. Logic, he got the message right there. It was a pretty straightforward track. You know, with very classical pianos and instruments and everything, and just high pitched sounds. It was beautiful, man. I like what I heard. Track 11, Anxiety, but it's spelled with a Z. Now, featuring Lucy Rose. Now, there's one thing I learned about like watching Logic and whatnot. He had a lot of he goes through a lot of anxiety, he says, and he said he doesn't take any medicine for it. He just like deals with it naturally. I kind of feel the same way, you know, me having like ADHD, ADD, and not taking, you know, the Adderall and whatnot. I just let it go naturally, you know, like I feel like I don't want to change. Like if I'm hyper, I'm hyper. If I'm not paying attention, I'm not paying attention, you know, like it'll all work out at the end of the day on its own. So, but track 11, Anxiety. Oh shit! This shit beautiful, bro.
I'ma get up in your mind right now. I'ma get up. I'ma get it. Go get up. Go get up. Go get up.
Oh.
I'ma make you someday, somehow. What you telling yourself? But you ain't focused on what's important. Mentality help. Everybody in the world only want one thing. What's that? Infinite power in a bundle full of wealth. It's like, I'ma bring it back to the basics. I'm in the best, but nobody wanna say shit. I'ma bring it back to the.
You alright? You alright? Some people depressed. Some people sad. Some people got a lot of things going on and they don't want to say anything. They just keep it bottled in. And you keep it bottled in too much, then next thing you know, your ass wanna go super sad. Talk to somebody. Talk to somebody.
Nobody can erase it. People in the street going ape shit. They don't in the present, but nobody wanna say shit. But nobody wanna say. I've been living with this every day.
Bro, I don't know why, bro. This shit make me wanna smile, bro.
Mind was full of clarity, but my body insisted it was in danger. I looked around and I told myself I was safe. I was fine. I'm not real. Nothing is. Nothing but this feeling of panic. Nobody understands. Nobody knows the suffering. This mind in my body, and I'm subconsciously forcing myself into a steady moments. We have free of this feeling we will not take for granted.
So I mean, I guess I can share some personal stuff with y'all, man. Like, I kind of feel where that track's coming from, just because I know from a personal standpoint where he's coming from. Like, yo, like a lot of people don't know this, man, but I go through a lot of anxiety as well. Man, it all started when I was 22. Yeah, 22. I had a bad experience with marijuana. I mean, I won't really get into it, but it was a really bad experience with marijuana. And then, like, ever since then, like, I've never been the same, yo. Like, I've been always on edge. I just, sometimes, you know, like, I just get real panicky, or I just get real, like, timid, and then, you know, I start shaking and whatnot, and it's just, I honestly don't know. Like, you know, ever since that day I've been fucked up, and a lot of people, when I talk to a doctor about it, he said it was, you know, it just might be, you know, a little, you're antsy, it might be anxiety. I'm just like, really? Like, I've never been that type of person, you know, to feel that way. But yeah, it's definitely real. I've had some scares where it's just like, I'm in the shower and out of nowhere, I'm just like, yo, like, why the fuck am I tripping? Like, for no reason too. Like, my mind just starts, it usually happens at night where my mind just starts wandering for no reason. And I guess it's because I'm in a, you know, I'm in a settled state of mind. Like, you know, I'm just where nothing's really happening in my surroundings. So a lot of things are going through my mind, and, you know, that's what happens. So it makes my heart race and whatnot. I was literally confused by it too. I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, so yeah, it usually happens where I'm just like in the shower or whatnot, or I'm just like laying down and just like my mind starts racing and I start tripping. Like, yo, I thought it was like some crazy shit, but I guess there's other people in the world that does that. That's the same thing, and it's quite common. So I'm just like, damn, like, I kind of feel like my anxiety is probably not as bad as Logic's, but you know, I know he said this is really bad. You know, he's had to go to hospitals and whatnot. I mean, I haven't had really anything like that because I psych myself out, and I just tell myself, like, bro, Deb, you tripping, bro. Like, you just need to calm down. Like, go get some water or something, or I just like usually go to the gym, you know, run it off, or I just work out or something. So, yeah, man, anxiety is for real. Depression is for real. Like, yo, you know, like, never ever take somebody for granted when they talking to you. Don't laugh at them or whatnot, because it's definitely serious out there, man. If somebody has the decency to come to you and talk to you about that and whatnot, and, you know, they can open up to you, then, you know, like, open up to them and make them feel comfortable. That's all I'm really saying, man. Like, just make them feel comfortable. So, you know, that's just my little 2 cents sharing with y'all. Y'all know I'm not perfect. Y'all know who I am. I'm human. Just a little Philly Negro boy out here trying to make it. But track 12, Black Spider-Man, with Damian Lamar Hudson. I saw that track. I saw the video. I liked it. You know, I ain't like how Logic was trying to dance, but hey, the Anxiety track might be my favorite track. See the talking right there. It was a great track, by the way. But the talking at the end, that was more tolerable than the previous tracks. I feel like he was speaking to me on a personal level, and he was actually, it was quite cut short. I think it was like 2 minutes of talking. So there was actually more track than talking. Last track is Afrik Aryan. I think that means black and white. A lot of y'all told me that means black and white. 12 minutes, 8 seconds? Oh, hell. Oh, shit. 12 minutes, 8 seconds. Devin Dorsey's birthday. 12/8/19. Not telling y'all motherfuckers, boy. Y'all stay trying to guess the nigga age, man.
Feel the arrogant in my blood, it's scarier than the blood. Been looking for holy water, now I'm praying for a flood. It feel like time passing me by, slower than a slug. While it's feeling inside of my body, seeping like a drug. When you just wanna act like I'm adopted. Go back in time to with my nigga daddy. Impregnated my cracker mama, he stopped it. My oh my, oh my. I've been trying to convince me enough. Wanna lift me, damn, my skin bare, but my mind.
I suppose so. Live your life. Don't waste your days on the negative energy of others. Remember that you're not, your grave is 6 feet under, just like everyone else's.
He right?
Listen, look into my eyes, tell me you can see beyond the smile that I'm putting on, this front that I'm putting up for you.
Cole?
I spit my soul into a microphone.
Ooh!
You try your vent, but I done built this wall up, acting like everything's all good. But in reality, I'm looking for something through bumping my favorite rappers I came up after. Love, let me tell you now, you worthy enough. Fuck approval from strangers, that shit is dangerous as hell. Find God, learn to accept yourself, and I'm gone.
Okay, the man Cole done dropped some knowledge on the boy Young Sasuke. I feel you. You know, sometimes, you know, everybody need an Itachi, you know what I'm saying, went to a Sasuke, you feel me? Like, everybody need that, you know, that guidance, that big brother right there. Okay, I feel like that, you know, hey, cold world out here, man, no blanket, you know what I'm saying? Hey, alright, so my opinion on the last track, let me get on that last track. So, for that last track, I feel like he basically gave us a whole track talking about, you know, the race issues, and, you know what I'm saying, like, yo, I'm black, like, you understand that, you know, like, basically what he's been saying for a long time. I'm black, you can't really be mad at me for that. You can't really hate on me for that. You can't really, like, you know, this is what I am, this is who I am, and this is what I'm gonna do. You know, I was born with my black dad, fuck my white mom, you know what I'm saying? I fucks with that. I like that message. And then I felt like when they got into the monologue at the end, and, you know, he was just speaking like, yo, like, for real, man, look, live your life, we are all equal. No, everybody's the same. We all bleed the same blood. You know, like, it's the same color when it comes out of us. I don't understand why a lot of people think they're just better than other people just because of their color. That's wild to me. And still to this day, that's wild to me. I feel like, you know, when we do go under, you know, we all, you know, 6 feet under, you know, we all dead. We all die. One day we all gonna die. And, you know, another thing they brought in too was the money. Like, look, man, I ain't gonna lie. Everybody want to be rich. Everybody want to, you know, drive the fancy cars, have the beautiful women. You know, like some people, they really love that. And I always try to teach people, like, yo, like, money, you in this world, you need money to survive. Yes, this is correct. But you don't need to be rich to be happy. Like, that's 100. Like, I always tell people, man, you can make, you know, so much money. I know a lot of my friend, he's an engineer, and he tells me, I mean, you make all this money, but at the end of the day, if, you know, you're not happy at the end of the day, what can you really spend it on? You got all this money to spend it on what? You know, like, you got a lot of excess money for nothing. And I always tell people, like, when I do YouTube, and they always ask me, like, why don't you just make a Patreon or something? Or why don't you, you know, tell your subscribers to donate to you? Or why don't you just, like, start doing, you know, certain things for money and whatnot? And I always say, like, I mean, to be honest, I'm just having fun with this YouTube thing, man. I mean, the money is not anything crazy to me. Like, yeah, it's nice to make a couple bucks on the side, but at the same time, I still work. I do this because I enjoy it. I do it because I have fun, man. Like, money isn't everything, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not everything. Like, it really isn't. Like, it wouldn't be fun if I was sitting here just like, oh, gotta do this for a paycheck. Oh, gotta do this for the check. Gotta do this for the check. Like, it's just not fun for me, you know what I'm saying? At that point, it's just like, why? So like, yeah, like I said, like in this lifetime, you know, you have a legacy, you do what you do, and you know, that's what people are gonna remember you for. So are you gonna be remembered for having $5 trillion, or you gonna be remembered for having an impact on, you know, racial issues, or having an impact on someone's life, or, you know, having an impact on your loved ones, you know what I'm saying? Like shit like that. It just comes to like show, just like I'm saying, like, you just gotta balance it out. That's all I'm saying, man. Like, look, don't go to tell your mom that Dev said, oh man, look, mom, Dev said money isn't everything. Like, nah, I did not say that. I'm just saying, you know, money doesn't always buy happiness like y'all think it does. So, like that. And then he had Cole at the end. I fucks with Cole at the end, speaking that shit, telling you, hey man, look, be yourself. At the end of the day, you know, you can't impress everybody. Just be yourself and love yourself and just do what you gotta do, man. Like, you know, fuck everybody else gotta say. Just be you. And that's true. That's G shit. I like that. So we had basically really deep tracks from, you know, 1-800 to Anziety. Really deep tracks right there. Both of them were just like, damn, they both had me like, okay. Ink Blot was one of those tracks where I was just like, okay, this cool, you know, like it look cool, rap vibe. And America as well, one of those tracks that I didn't like at the beginning, but then towards the end of the track, I'm like, okay, I'm feeling this. I feel like there's a couple of these tracks where it's just like, yo, it could have been a little bit better, like Confess. I think it was Take It Back. Even Hallelujah, I wasn't really feeling. So, you know, the track was, it says an hour and 10 minutes, but honestly, the track wasn't, it said the album was an hour and 10 minutes, but it's only saying that because the last track was 12 minutes. That last track really was a good track for me. Afric Ariane, you know, Black and White. To me, I feel like he had, my personal opinion, minus Waiting Room, because that was just literally a whole monologue track, you count that as an interlude. I would say that he had, you know, 8 out of 12 tracks that were really good. 4 of them that I really didn't like. That's not bad. 8 out of 12. If you ask me in rankings, is it better than Tits? I can't say it's better than Tits. Personally, I don't think it's better than Tits. As a concept album, yes, I could say it's better than Tits. Because, you know, he's everybody. He's talking from different perspectives. You know, he's bringing up a lot of you know, racial issues, and he's using his voice. He's using his power to have an impact on the youth out there. And I mean, I like that, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, Logic has a big following, so he does have a responsibility. I mean, like, you know, the Rat Pack is very huge. Probably has one of the top 5 best fan bases in the game today. And like I said, he has a lot of influence. So, you know, him doing this right here, speaking a lot of issues, and, you know, talking about his own personal issues too as well. And, you know, speaking for, like, you know, like depression and sadness and anxiety and you know, black and white and America. Like, I like that. I like what he's doing right there. Do I think it could have been better put together? I think it could have had better production. I mean, that's what I think personally. Some of these tracks sound like Forever 21 tracks. I don't think they like fit, but at the same time, some of the other tracks too, they sounded really good. But it is it's a very conceptual album, and, you know, not just some put together shit. You know, like, he really did put some thought into it, and if you really listen to the words and what he's saying, you can get the gist of it, and it really is about everybody and equality. So I can see what he did there, man. I give it, you know, if y'all asked me to give it like a rating, I would give it like a 7.5 out of 10. More 7.8 out of 10 if y'all asking me. Like, you know, I don't really do the rating like that. You know, I leave that to my homie Sean C and Anthony Fantano. You know, like, I let them do the ratings and whatnot. But for me, you know, like, I think 7.8 out of 10. I mean, that's what I think. 7.5, 7.8. You know, obviously after the first listen, I still gotta listen to a couple more times. You know, usually tracks probably grow on me, you know, but a lot of tracks probably grow on me. But like for a first listen, like, that's just what I felt like it. Anxiety and 1-800-273 and Ink Blot will definitely be my favorites on here. You know, I like Ink Blot. Like, that's just what it is. I like Ink Blot. But hey, let me know how y'all feel about it in the comments below. Let me know what y'all think about the album. Let me know, it's like at the end of the day, man, it's all opinion. It's my opinion. Don't let my opinion affect how y'all feel about music. It's just, just another man's voice. And yeah, let me know what y'all enjoyed about it, what y'all disliked about it. If y'all agree with me, if y'all disagreed, I don't have a problem. Just don't be rude, man. Like, we all talking, we all grown-ups, most of us, and we can all talk. But yeah, man. Honestly, man, I just want to thank the Rat Pack. I looked back at it and I really thought about it, and I looked back and I was like, damn, moving on up in this YouTube thing, I never would have thought I had 80,000 subscribers. Never would have thought it would have been a crazy amount of subscribers. A lot of people supporting me and enjoying what I have to say and what I do and how I review music. I never would have thought, like, I'm just out here just having fun with it, and I packed a lot of y'all, like, especially the Rat Pack. I think the Rat Pack, for the most part, I can say safe to say that you guys are the mostly of my subscribers, and I just want to thank y'all, day in and day out for supporting me like always, man. Logic has a good fan group, and you guys are just probably the best fans out there, man. Like, to be honest, you guys just support me, man. I just can't say how thankful I am, man. It's just like, in all honesty, like, I'm really just thankful. Like, I mean, even when it comes to like Twitter and Instagram, like, yo, y'all stay liking, you guys stay subscribing, you guys stay retweeting, stay liking, like, I mean, honestly, like, yo, people with higher subs than me don't even really get that engagement, what I'm saying, that one-on-one, that contact, like, I just feel like, and I thank y'all for that. Like, that's why, I always say, I gotta make a video, but I always say subscribers really don't mean anything, man. And it really doesn't mean anything. It's just how much engagement you actually get, man. Like, like I always say, that's what people a lot of worry about. They just worry about the subs, they worry about the money, man. They're not worried about, having that one-on-one, contact, that engagement with their subs. Like, they're not really engaged and they're really locked in, and then that's how you lose support. That's why I feel like, you just get caught up, and if I ever get caught, let me know. But I always thank y'all for support, man. You guys are the best, man. I always rant and I always talk too much, but I just had to say that. So, hey, like always, road to 100K. Should get there soon. Maybe July, maybe August, maybe September. Who knows? But when we get there, we'll get there. And always, hey, thank y'all for supporting. It's been a year and a half. Hey, like always, Rat Pack, baby. Till the next time, we out.